covering the Villages for you, TK Cross and the VNN News team.
On today's Lifestyle Show, we sit down with Gary Sandy of WKRP in Cincinnati fame, plus some important road closure information. Hi there, and thank you for joining us. I'm TK Cross. Classic television fans, listen up. The Villages recently had a visit from an actor who played as the program director of a small radio station in Cincinnati. Can you guess who we're talking about? I'll give you one more hint. He worked with characters such as Herb Tarlek, Les Nessman, and Dr. Johnny Fever. Give up? We're talking about Gary Sandy, who played Andy Travis on WKRP in Cincinnati. Our very own Steve Rosen sat down with Sandy for a chat in the VNN studios.
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, Cincinnati, WKRP.
Hey, thanks. Introducing a very special VNN interview with actor Gary Sandy, who is nice enough to stop by today. Gary, a very, very happy welcome to the Villages.
Oh, well, it's nice to be here. It's, you've told me I saw like a 10% of it. It goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yes, it does.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice to be here.
Many people know you, of course, from WKRP in Cincinnati. You were Andy Travis, the program director.
That's right.
But, you know, researching everything you've done, it's an amazing career. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Where do I start? I went to acting school in New York. I left college. I was on a scholarship for theater, and the theater instructor said, you know, you're not really doing all that hot with the other subjects you're taking here in college. Why don't you just go to New York City and become an actor? So I told my dad, and he'd had a hemorrhage, and went up to the college and cornered the guy. He said, you telling my boy to leave school? So I had finally convinced Dad that that's what I really wanted to do, but along the way I was seeing a girl in college whose father was in radio. And he had a nationally syndicated show called Dr. IQ. So her dad and my dad got into cahoots and talked me into going to a broadcasting school. It was the first school of its kind in Atlanta, Georgia. And I went to this school for like 6 or 8 months, whatever it was, and was the president of the class and all that stuff. And finally I said, Dad, I really want to go to New York. So I went to acting school in New York, American Academy. And then the very first audition I ever had for something was for As the World Turns, and I got it.
Take us up to some of the shows you've been on, Starsky and Hutch, Murder, She Wrote, obviously WKRP in Cincinnati. We've had a nice time together over the last 18 hours, and some of the stories you've told me about WKRP in Cincinnati. You know, for our viewers, just give us an overview. What was the set like? What was the aura like? What was the culture like when you were shooting WKRP in Cincinnati live in front of a studio audience?
It was on the Mary Tyler Moore soundstage where they did Mary Tyler Moore show, and there were 4 sets. The 4 cameras, I knew how to work 4 camera video. They would move from set to set, and Hugh Wilson would come out. He would say hello to everybody. Okay, we're going to start. We're going to do this thing live. And what you hear on that show is what really happened. That laughter is not canned. It is that audience reacting to what they saw. It was absolutely fantastic. We shot in front of a live audience on a Friday night, and then went home.
Howard Hessman, Lonnie Anderson, Jan Smithers, Tim Reed,
Richard
Sanders, Gordon Jump, Frank
Bonner.
What a team. You guys all on camera appeared to be a really tight-knit group. Yes?
Yeah, we were, and it was, everybody was really funny. Nice people. You hear it all the time, but it really was a family, and everybody got along. Hated to see it go off the air. I think that Hugh might have made a deal. I mean, after 4 seasons, it went into syndication, and so I think that maybe more money was to be had, not necessarily by the actors, but so I went off the year after 4 seasons.
Gary, I can't thank you
Oh,
enough
man.
for doing
Oh,
this.
absolutely, absolutely.
It's great to talk to you, and we wish you the best of health. And
rattle on too much?
You did great.
Okay.
And we appreciate you for it. And for VNN, I'm Steve Rosen. We'll see you again soon.
Some important road closure information to keep you moving with no delays. The road around Lake Sumter Landing, Canal Street, and Old Mill Run will be repaved between Sunday, July 13th and Monday, July 28th during the overnight hours. During those dates, the two-lane traffic on Lake Sumter Landing and Canal Street will be temporarily closed from 9:30 p.m. until 7 a.m. Access to Old Mill Run will be reduced to a single lane, ensuring residents of Edgewater Bungalows access to their homes. Up next, we're taking it on the go with Whit Watson. But first, let's take a look at the weather in the Villages for the next 5 days.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Friday and Saturday in the Village is going to be in the low 90s. Then starting Sunday, looking into next week, high temperatures are in the upper 80s.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
A big part of success with patient outcomes is patient education. It's super easy to stick a hearing aid in your ear and say, see you later. It's super easy to schedule you for the next available hearing test just to get you in. But at the Villages Health, we're really big on patient education. The more our patients know about their condition, the more they know about the treatment and the right way to treat things, the better the outcome. So we put a big emphasis on educating you before your appointment. We do that in a number of ways. A copy of my book, Back to Active, is provided. We do patient seminars several times a month. If there's any organizations out there or groups, we never turn down an invitation to come out and educate the villagers on hearing loss and treatment. The more educated a patient is, the better they're going to do. And that doesn't stop when you come in for the test or the treatment. We continue to see you regularly after the fact. Follow-up care, continued education is key for patient success.
With 10 providers across 9 locations throughout the Villages, accessing quality hearing care has never been more convenient. The Villages Health Audiology is your trusted source for better hearing.
A group of ladies pull on our proverbial heartstrings as they put their needling skills to good use for their community when we take you on the go to El Santiago Recreation.
VNN was on the go with Whit Watson. This On the Go report is sponsored by Aviv Clinics, hyperbaric therapy for a life without limits.
So, what are you up to? That would be SEW, sewing and more at the El Santiago Recreation Center today. These ladies are highly talented, very skilled, and they've got big hearts. It's not just a chance for them to show off their skills, it's also a chance for them to give back to their local community, as you're about to find out.
We do a lot of charity sewing. We get fabric donated from all over the villages, the people's leftovers. If it's too small for to make something out of it, we cut it up into squares and make something out of the squares. Or if it's big enough, we make toys. We make walker bags for the nursing homes. We make a lot of stuff for the Sheriff's Youth Ranch, and just a whole bunch of different charities. And anything that's left over that is just scraps goes into a sleeve and becomes a dog bed for some of the animal shelters. We have every level, from beginner to a couple of very advanced ones. And so we help each other. I mean, that's the part of the club is, everybody knows how to do something. We teach each other. They're all just wonderful. They're wonderful ladies. They get along well. As I said, they help each other. We've all become real close friends.
On the go in the villages, I'm Whit Watson.
Calling all qualified drivers, volunteer dispatchers and drivers are needed for the DAV shuttle bus. Disabled American Veterans Chapter 150 donated a 12-passenger van to the village's VA outpatient clinic. It provides free transportation from the outpatient clinic to the Malcolm Randall Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Gainesville. The DAV needs dispatchers and drivers. Dispatchers work from 1 to 3 p.m. Monday to Friday and also answer phones. Drivers are needed for Thursdays and Fridays as well as to substitute on occasion. For more information, call Peg Hickey at 904-307-4056. Coming up next, it's off to Camp Villages and First Responders Day. But first, in order to keep facilities in the villages well maintained, here are some temporary closures to consider as you plan your week.
I'm Daria here with your Recreation Roundup. Fostering faith, hope, and love of Lake Sumter counties in collaboration with the Recreation and Parks Department is sponsoring a school supply drive from July 1st through July 31st. Stop by Colony Cottage, Ezell, Fenney, Laurel Manor, Rohan, or Seabreeze Recreation Centers and help us fill the bus. Supplies needed include but are not limited to sticky notes, lined notebook paper, spiral notebooks, index cards, black dry erase markers, pencils, glue sticks, highlighters, 3-ring binders, colored pencils, pocket folders, erasers, and more. In Lake and Sumter County, over hundreds of children are taken from their homes and placed in foster care each month. Fostering faith, hope, and love in collaboration with Kids Central provides imperative support to these children and their foster parents. As a friendly reminder, please always carry your original hard copy Villages ID or a guest ID with a photo ID. Only original copies of ID cards are accepted at the recreation centers. All rules and regulations posted in the recreation facilities should be followed at all times.
Hello everyone, I'm Martin Gramatica, former kicker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, now co-founder of Clearview Imaging, and I have a very important message for you. At Clearview Imaging, we're revolutionizing health with our state-of-the-art preventative scans for heart disease and cancer. Imagine taking control of your health. No more guessing, just clarity. Our full body scan from the shoulders to the base of the pelvis can detect hundreds of cancers before they become a threat. Did you know that 90% of the deadliest cancers develop in our mid-region? With a Clearview imaging scan, you can achieve peace of mind. You either hear the great news that everything is okay, or if we detect something, you can act swiftly and boost your chances for a successful treatment, and often avoid the need for chemo and radiation. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to Cindy, one of our inspiring patients who experienced firsthand how a preventative scan saved her life.
They found a softball-sized tumor in my right kidney that ended up being cancer. So that image saved my life. I ended up getting it completely removed, and my health is great now, thanks to the image.
Your health journey starts today. Don't wait. Call Clearview Imaging now and take your first steps towards a brighter and healthier future.
From the Village's Daily Sun Sports Department, here's Stephen Heineman with your VNN Sports Shorts.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my favorite time of the week. It's the weekend preview on VNN Sports Shorts. I'm Stephen Heineman, and it is now officially the dog days of summer. The NBA playoffs ended last Sunday. Congrats to Oklahoma City. The NHL ended before that. Shout out to the Panthers. Both series had some fun games, but now that they're over, we can't live in the past. Let's see what we've got going on this weekend, starting as always with events in driving distance of the Villages. Your local MLB team here in the Villages, the Tampa Bay Rays, will be on the road facing off with the Orioles this weekend. However, I know a lot of us here are retirees, so midweek games should not be much of an obstacle, right? They'll be back in town Monday for a 3-game set with the A's. Monday and Tuesday are night games, and Wednesday will be a matinee with first pitch just after noon. If you're a soccer fan, Camping World Stadium in Orlando has been hosting games for the FIFA Club World Cup a few times a week. There won't be any this weekend, but on Monday, the stadium will host its first knockout stage game. It'll be a round of 16 matchup between the winner of Group G and the runner-up of Group H. Right now, it's looking like it will be Manchester City of the Premier League against RB Salzburg of the Austrian Bundesliga. Zooming out to national sports, the PGA Tour will be up in Detroit this weekend for the Rocket Classic. It's looking like some of the top players will be absent from the field, like Scottie Scheffler, but I love tournaments like that because they give the other guys a better chance for a tour win. That will run Thursday through Sunday. And then next week begins one of the most legendary tournaments in all of sports. Break out your Pimm's Cups and Strawberries and Cream. It's time for Wimbledon. The first round of singles will begin on Monday, and then the tournament will run until the grass is good and brown on July 13th. I know that schedule seems a little unorthodox, but like I said, we're in the dog days. No basketball, no hockey, but hey, we're one step closer to football, right? Anyways, thanks for joining me for the weekend preview on VNN Sports Shorts. I'm Stephen Heineman, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Camp Buckaroos, part of Camp Villages, had a First Responders Day. They got to see everything from drones to SWAT vehicles, all in an effort to learn how local fire rescue and police do their jobs.
So every year what we do at Camp Buckaroos is we actually switch out what the theme is going to be. So we try to rotate the theme so it's not the same every year. So this is the first year we're actually doing a day as a first responder. So this is something a little different because Buckaroos is usually crafts, games, but this is where they're actually going to get a different feel where it's not a craft that they're coming in or playing a game. They're going outside to get a real feel for a police officer or a firefighter. And we actually have Sumter County Sheriff's Office and we have public safety here, and they're giving demonstrations showing the kids props on what it's like to be a police officer or a first responder or firefighter for the day. The experience is amazing. I mean, I've been doing Buckaroos probably for about 3 years now, and just to see the smile on the kids' face, it doesn't take much to please these kids, and they just have such a great energy, and just to see the families just making those memories and we just make their dreams come true, and that's what it's all about.
Giving you a peek into the great outdoors, nature webinars are now available from the state park system. The Office of Greenways and Trails is hosting special monthly webinars titled Outdoor Florida. The webinars are free to register online and are hosted at 10 a.m. the second Wednesday of each month. The next webinar will be July 9th. To register, visit floridastateparks.org. We'll be back with more from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
And now for the 3-day VNN forecast presented by Frank Gay Services. Mostly sunny skies the next few days in the Villages. Highs are going to be in the low 90s. Overnight temperatures in the low 70s. Friday's high 91. 91 on Saturday with 30% chance of afternoon showers.
It's spring clearance at Cartworld Golf Cars. Buy one new 2025 club car on wood and get a second club car at half price. His and hers, or bring a friend. There's never been a better time to buy. Available with gas, electric, or lithium power in 2, 4, and 6 passenger vehicles. Cartworld Golf Cars, proudly serving Central Florida for over 37 years. Visit our modern showroom for a test drive today. Highway 27 441, 1 block north of County Road 466 in Lady Lake.
You love the sunshine.
The sunshine. Sunshine. Sunshine.
It makes you happy.
So happy because I'm happy. Clap along.
You love great music. It makes you smile.
You make me smile. Make me smile. Just to see you smile.
Your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
For 30 years, Renewal by Andersen has been more than a window and door replacement company. We've been a trusted partner in helping homeowners protect what matters most. With replacement windows and doors that are custom built just for your home. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for life on the coast, engineered to stand against storms and even forced entry, so you feel safer year-round. Celebrate 30 years of coastal protection with buy one, get one 30% off windows and doors. Call or visit bestwindowsflorida.com.
This is VNN.
Independence Day celebrations abound in the city of Mount Dora. Mount Dora is hosting 2 events to celebrate Independence Day. The first event will be Freedom on the Waterfront at 5 p.m. on July 3rd at Elizabeth Evans Park with live music and food trucks. A fireworks display over Lake Dora will begin at dusk. And on the 4th of July, the streets will be filled with cars and floats for the Independence Day Parade at 10 a.m. For more information, visit the website shown. Coming up, we'll take a look at your village's lifestyle concerts, events, and entertainment on the squares.
Stay with us. More Village's lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
My husband, Steve, was diagnosed with prostate cancer. They only gave him months to live. That was years ago. Now, he's out there, under the tree. Nature photography is his thing. And apparently, so is catching poison ivy.
You're always welcome at Cody's.
Follow me right this way.
It's where friends and family meet for fun times and great food.
We enjoy the 2-for-1 happy hour from 11 to 7.
We come here for the amazing nightly entertainment.
Great service and loads of smiles await you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Time now for the Village's Entertainment Beat.
I'm Natalie, here with your Entertainment Beat. With fantastic entertainment all year long, we're looking forward to heading to the Village's entertainment venues in July. The bands of the Villages present an evening of music to celebrate the United States at Savannah Center July 3rd. And come on out to Brownwood Paddock Square for live music, a cornhole tournament, and more at the All-American Celebration July 4th. NBC's The Voice country star Jordan Rayner will be at the Sharon July 5th. Handpicked by George Harrison's sister, the Liverpool Legends will revisit A Legacy of the Beatles July 6th and 7th at Savannah Center. Enjoy Elton, selected by Elton John himself in The Rocket Man Show at Savannah Center July 12th. Defying the odds and paying homage to the iconic sound, Smokin', the ultimate tribute to Boston, will be at Savannah Center July 16th. And Second Helping, the original Lynyrd Skynyrd tribute show, will come to Savannah Center July 19th. A boomer and a millennial walk into the Sharon. Father and son comedy duo will delight audiences at the Sharon July 26th. And the Studio Theater's second show of the summer, Sweet Surrender, will open July 29th, running through August 23rd. You can purchase tickets and find more information on these events online at thevillagesentertainment.com, at a physical box office location, or over the phone. That's your beat, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Natalie. The Villages is the place to be when it comes to great musical entertainment, and these are the bands scheduled to perform for you on the Squares Friday night. Brought to you by The Villages Entertainment and your Villages soundtrack, WVLG. Well, that's about all we've got for you today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest edition of our Lifestyle Weekend show, Play It Forward. Be sure to pick up a copy of today's Daily Sun, and remember to tune your radio into WVLG while you're out there enjoying that active Villages lifestyle. We'll see you.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
Your community connection on VNN. Did you know that whether you're looking to try something new or rediscover a passion, there are plenty of great activities in the Villages, Florida's friendliest hometown? If you visit Lake Miramar near Spanish Springs Town Square and La Hacienda Recreation on a Tuesday or a Thursday morning, you'll see some friendly folks from the Castaways Electric Boat Club highlighting an array of remote control boats. With over 3,000 resident-led social clubs in our community, you're sure to find others that share your interests and passions. There's something for everyone in the Villages. You can find activity schedules in the Villages Recreation and Parks section every Thursday in the Villages Daily Sun. And now you know. To learn more, go to thevillages.com.
As a medical doctor, I've been involved in Alzheimer's research for almost 25 years. Everyone experiences a slight amount of memory loss as we age. That is absolutely normal. However, in some people, the memory loss continues to get worse. The good news is that most people that think they have a memory problem actually just have normal memory loss related to aging. If you would like to learn more, I would highly encourage you to attend one of my free weekly seminars. We cover topics such as what is the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's disease, and are there things I can do to make my brain more resistant to Alzheimer's disease? Please call our office today for a simple 30-minute free memory evaluation. We'll walk you through the steps, including testing your memory to even see if there's a problem. You may be invited to partake in our clinical research. Through clinical research, we are searching for new medications that may help slow the progression of this disease.
Plaza Lincoln in Leesburg is thrilled to introduce the all-new 24 Lincoln Nautilus. Available in gas or hybrid, with luxurious standard features such as hands-free driving, surround vision cameras, heated and ventilated seats, plus our most amazing interior ever with a staggering 48-inch display. And you can take one home today with attractive offers like financing as low as 2.9%. Because at Plaza Lincoln, our drive to be the best starts with you. Highway 441 across from the Leesburg Airport.